albeit back in 2023. At that time, Kartal was ranked outside the world's top 300. A different player today, Mel. Can she cause the upset? Something has to give here, by the way. Both players undefeated at Billie Jean King Cup play. 2-0 in singles, Navarro. 3-0 is Kartal. Billie Jean King knows all about winning this competition.
First set.
Can one of these teams make it through to the final and book a meeting with the defending champions, Italy? It will be Kartal to get us underway. Olga Savchuk, Mel South, and myself, Pete Hodges, to talk you through. Safe to say we should see a lot of fascinating rallies between these two, both very capable of excellent court craft.
Yeah, definitely, that's what we're expecting. But Mel, for Sonay Kartal, it was a ridiculous amount of matches last year, right? But on ITF circuit mainly. Of course, she won that title in Montes here. But this year been a real, I feel, breakthrough for her on the WTA Tour. She played round of 16 in Indian Wells from Qualis. Also fourth round of Wimbledon this year, so it's a real, it's kind of new on the tour.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with her mentality, because I did that where I got my ranking up through playing a lot on the ITF circuit. In 2024, she won 53 matches, only lost 9. Then to come on now, she's on 19 wins, 18 losses, but actually it's almost her better year, like you say, getting prepared and ready on the WTA Tour. But mentally, you have to deal with that you're not winning back-to-back matches every single tournament.
Intent early from Navarro, especially off the second serve. In terms of her game plan, Olga, what do you expect from Navarro?
Yeah, I think the fact that she spent 3 hours on the court in the previous match is really helping, especially at team events. It's kind of like so pressure release, no matter if you won the match or lost the match. So I expect to play her usual game, being like proactive and come in a lot to the net, because it did work against Putintseva. It does work on these courts, and it's her style. But basically, looking at them, they have a similar game style, and it's just like whoever gonna play more aggressive first, whoever gonna open up the point first.
Navarro describing it as a different type of energy, playing for her nation. She's got an early break point here. She actually said, in terms of describing her performance, she said it was grittiness, resilience and pride for playing for her country. Said she did lose her way for about a set and a half, but she told herself to get the feet moving, as simple as that, in order to get out of trouble.
Yeah, they do have a lot of pressure on their shoulders, Team USA, with the history of this event.
That's a wonderful point from Kartal. And that will boost the confidence and boost the belief
Yeah, really dictating play on the forehand side for Kartal, and that's where she wants to control the point from. Opened it up nicely here, and gives her the space. Very confident behind the ball.
With regards to Navarro game plan, I think also she will try to attack a lot Kartal's backhand to kind of, so Kartal doesn't go around the forehand all the time and then stretch her really into the forehand side where she has to run.
This time it's a super point from Navarro. And as you were saying, Olga, it's almost whoever gets that first strike in, it is them winning the point.
You could really see Navarro using that forehand out wide. She goes through the backhand side from Kartal and then really opens up the court with the forehand and then try to come in and finish the point at the net.
Coming in was key because it was such good defense from Kartal, a couple of slices.
First game this is. Once again, Kartal showing her defensive capabilities to hang in that point.
It was an impressive tennis yesterday we've been seeing between Italy and Ukraine, and already in this first game, seeing again.
Advantage, USA.
Already ticking towards the 8-minute mark in this opening game. And it's a third break point for Navarro. Sadly for Kartal, just missing far too many first serves. And it's Navarro, who started slow in each of the sets against Putintseva in her previous match, starts quick here, gets the early break.
Yeah, a good start from Kartal because that was high intensity, but Navarro is the one that's just pushing that little bit more. She's hitting quite a lot of width. We could see Kartal straight away having to cover a lot of ground, defend, so that's going to just reignite her own mindset that she needs to try and be more aggressive and keep on top of Navarro. For Kartal in her previous match against Shibahara, she had a good start, but it was a solid start. Shibahara came with a lot of tension at the occasion. The first 5 games wasn't really making the call and then built up pressure as the match went on. So it's been a different start to this one.
The support is there, GB.
You a fan of the bucket hats, Olga?
No, but I like it in this case.
You like the noise, but not the bucket hats, okay. And and obviously you're our resident American, so you're okay to say you don't like the bucket hats.
No, I like it because it's very well prepared. I like that. I like the, you know, how well prepared they are and the singing. I'm really enjoying that. Oh, that was a Marat Safin style backhand from Navarro. He's on one leg. That shot shows how maybe relaxed she is.
Such good point construction from Kartal.
Very precise, again, inside out forehand from Kartal on approach shot.
They're just biding her time, working the point until that opening came. It's 19 shots.
It's pretty intense, 19 shots.
As I said earlier, even with all the emotions that we will see in and around this court, these two players don't tend to show too much. Navarro missing the forehand, no reaction. It's a couple of break points for Great Britain to get the break straight back. Nervy game, really, in truth, from Navarro. Even got the early break, but hands it straight back to Kartal.
That boosts the mindset of Kartal, because it actually seemed like quite a good first game from Navarro, but overhead on serve, you know, Olga, when you're feeling that tension, that tends to get the better of you, doesn't it? When you're above head on your serve, not quite getting the same pop on it, it gives your opponent a chance to get on top of the point early on.
It's almost like she felt a little momentum, Navarro, out there, but it's taken back right away by Sonay Kartal.
I was nearly going to say it was a present from Navarro, and someone sat next to me is used to some presents today, because it is the birthday of...
Happy birthday.
Olga Savchuk.
Thank you, thank you. It's not about me today, it's about tennis.
There's been a lot of birthdays this week. We had Anki Othmanic at the beginning of the week, Fran Jones yesterday.
Elina Svitolina at the beginning of the week as well. It's a lot of September born.
And tennis has given us the present this week with what we've seen.
That's true.
If you haven't been able to tune in, it's been one of the most dramatic Billie Jean King Cup finals, I think, of all time. So many comebacks, so many twists and turns. Actually, GB's tie was the only one that didn't have that much drama.
They are not dramatic people. Quite a few errors from Navarro's forehand. Surprised to see that. She started so well from it, but obviously trying to keep the depth from it, and to keep Sonay Kartal away from the baseline.
Fine play from Kartal. She's got her tail up after being broken in the first game.
Because of her technique on that forehand, especially when she runs around, it's very tough to read for me.
Yeah, she's been really confident, I think, on the day off that she's gone and really crunched some of those, got the acceleration back. 'Cause it is the side that just got a little tense at the end of the second set.
And what a response from Sonay Kartal.
Great Britain leads by 2-1.
Olga, you said the word expectation a few moments ago with regards to USA. They've won this competition more than anyone else, 18 times. For Emma Navarro, she's the highest ranked second player in the whole of the competition. But is it even harder psychologically when you consider that actually this is only her third Billie Jean King Cup match? Psychologically, isn't that going to be tough?
That was a skillful slice from Sonay Kartal. But yeah, I mean, the expectations are huge, and it's very tough, I think, for Navarro to live up to the high standards of the nation that they're carrying. I mean, they have so many bright stars, so many wins, and, you know, here you are, an ex-top 10 in the world. You're one of the best in your country, and you have to win this competition. They expect you to win.
And as you've both said throughout the week, it's so different playing for your country than playing on tour, and so that experience often so invaluable. And that, I think, is why Lindsay Davenport in the press conference circled and was first to praise Emma Navarro, saying that the win where she saved match points against a player ranked outside the world's top 60 was outstanding, saying hanging around and figuring out a way of pulling out that match win. But it looks like there's a little bit of tightness here, Mel.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, that win was crucial, wasn't it? You're 1 point away from going out, and the way that Rybakina ended up playing, then they would have been out the tournament. So all that was on Navarro. She'll maybe feel that out here again today. But you're that target on the back. When you're the higher ranked player, Kartal's up for this. She really wants to get another scalp on her side.
Again, it's another point that just oozes quality from Sonay Kartal as she breaks again, and all the momentum is with Team GB. A 3-1 lead.
And again, for Navarro, you're a big target. You're one of the highest ranked players out there, and yeah, everybody played their best game against you. They have nothing to lose, really, and yeah, you're the target, so all the pressure on your shoulders. You want it or not, you do treat this competition differently. You treat it with more, not more carefully, but yeah, you treat each point more carefully than on a singles competition.
And there is pressure from the captains. Both of these captains have been very vocal that they didn't come here for the semi-finals. They've come for that trophy.
This has been surprising, hasn't it? A really good first game from Navarro where she broke, but since then, she's looked a shell of the player that we've seen throughout the last couple of years on tour.
It's a good intention from Sonay Kartal.
Yeah, it still sends a message across the other end of the court to Navarro. Really went for it, and even though it missed, it had that shape and spin to it.
Yeah, and then 40 love on her serve, she can afford it.
It's a dreamlike start for Sonay Kartal and for them. Work to do then for Navarro, trailing 1-4.
I was also thinking, guys, if you team up our Ukrainian guy, who is the most vocal, with your fans, that would be a dream band.
Would have been some final if GB can get there, but of course Ukraine, if you were with us yesterday, lost a really dramatic encounter to Italy. 1 point and 1 game away they were from making their first Billie Jean King Cup final. I have to say, Olga's recovered well.
She has.
You could see the hesitation on Navarro, not really hitting, not really doing anything with that ball, not really moving. A bit slower, as we said, with her footwork.
I think Navarro will be shocked with how these service games are going, actually, because she's been hitting 75% of first serves in the court. But when you look at Kartal's court position, it's so deep behind the baseline, she really neutralizes it, starts herself with a good return. Yeah, better serve there. Really hit the spot right into the corner of the box.
30-15.
She's been making a number of first serves, Navarro. That's a percentage in the high 70s, but it's actually only the 4th point she's won behind it. Have to love the way Sonay Kartal plays tennis. It just simplifies the sport, plays the percentages, and does so well.
It does look very effortless so far from her, especially this backhand, how she redirects down the line. Looked so easy and so clear, well thought shot. Just clear-minded right now.
In terms of trajectory, both of these players have had rather meteoric rises at the world rankings. Kartal, as Mel said, having that amazing year last year where she won 6 ITF titles, 53 matches. But let's not forget Navarro. She won 54 matches last year, including a semi-final at the US Open. And you hear the let's go from the American team. Big hold that for Navarro. Just steadies the ship and stops the rock.
Great Britain leads by
First
4
game in
games to 2.
5 for the world number 18.
Yeah, more importantly, the first game that she's held on her own serve. A lot of tennis can be revolved around your serve, so we'll just feel like that helps settle herself.
positivity off that return from Navarro.
Did so well, move forward right away to finish the point at the net. Always when you look at Navarro's game, that transition between baseline and going forward to the net, it just looks so easy, that movement, real understanding. So often we see players kind of stop at the service line and just get in that zone.
Navarro now trying to pressurize the Kartal serve. There's not been too many first serves made. Big difference between the two players, around 40% for Kartal. So there's a lot of looks at getting that first strike in. Disappointed that she missed that one.
Oh, that's a stunner of an angle from Navarro. And whatever was maybe said at the sit-down has seemingly worked.
Well, she didn't require a lot of power on the forehand, but it was an angle that she created. Forehand on the run. Beautiful.
Navarro was expecting the cross-court backhand there, split step, as if it was going to be that more safe shot from Kartal, but backing herself to take it down the line.
It's a sensational point. And this time Navarro outlasting Kartal.
Both players are realizing how important of a moment right now. I think in this point, it's the court position from Sonay Kartal was right behind the baseline, and it was Navarro who was a bit more proactive in this point.
Navarro gets the break back. Super response from the American, who looked in real trouble, 4-1 down, but she's done a great job there. New balls here for Navarro, 3-4.
But yeah, touching on that subject, I've been talking, like even last year, seeing them at Olympics, also Coco Golf, you know, there's been a very nice energy inside the team. You could see them also, yeah, outside of these team events, that they're hanging out together.
There's a lot of joking between them,
Yes,
wasn't there? I know at Olympics, wasn't it? I know at Olympics it was always that Emma was always late.
Yeah.
They'd have videos of her running
that,
late
right?
for the bus. It's a bit like Olga this morning.
Come on, one time.
But as we've mentioned before at the podcast that we were talking about, that Jess Pegula's part of, it's
Yeah.
an all-American podcast, that they're very loose and happy to talk about all sorts of different subjects.
Left for service. 15.
Well, that's the shot that Kartal is looking to use out there, either the inside-in forehand down the line, or we've seen her a couple of times even from the backhand, going so straight down at the forehand of Navarro.
That was a good serve, great serve from Navarro.
40-30.
Pretty much set up the point. Such a tool, right? When you have a good serve and get kind of a free point from it.
Well, she's improving the quality of it, isn't she? Because I mentioned early on it was a high percentage. It's even higher now, 80%, but she's hitting the spots better, and that's enabling her to keep those points shorter.
Yes.
That really is a stunning point from Kartal, because there was a moment in that rally, there was a miss-hit backhand from Navarro that landed right on the line. Kartal, we know she stays cool and calm in between the points, but how calm did she stay during that point?
Incredible once again from both women. Another very, very long rally, over 20 shots once again, and that only just missed right at the very end. So far, Kartal's been 2 from 2 on break points.
Make that 3 from 3 as Kartal breaks again and opens up a 5-3 lead in this opening set.
Now that could be vital, because Navarro was coming back at her in this one, and she's just kept such a high level, Kartal, under pressure. All about looking to serve it out now.
Just when it looked like Navarro had got herself back into this set, all of a sudden it's Kartal serving for it at 5-3. Oh, it's a stunner of a pass. The way she's been striking the ball, you almost expected it.
Incredible. She's so good from behind the baseline. It just gives her more time, and she's exposing herself to more angles on the court.
The helicopter finish always makes it look a little better too. backs it up with another fine serve. And here are 3 set points for Sonay Kartal.
I like that helicopter finish. Write it down.
Well, she's flying right now.
She is.
Sonay Kartal, here, there, everywhere. First set to Great Britain.
Love.
Another big, huge, powerful forehand from Sonay Kartal. Very nice shape on it as well.
And Mel, I remember watching Sonay Kartal a couple of years ago at Wimbledon and loved her spirit, loved her movement. But the power that she's developed, I mean, how has she done that?
A lot of work in the gym, a lot of work physically, a lot of understanding of where her game was looking to go. And technically then, how you take on your shots and how you look to develop them to be able to put that physicality from your body into your shots and into the ball. That in turn helps.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a big swing where you think, oh, okay, the power comes from there. It's purely really wrist and the position of her, the turning shoulders of her body.
Well, sit down, Ayatollah. What needed to change for Navarro? Sadly for the American, doesn't look like there's been too much in terms of adjustment as of yet. More break points for Kartal. And remember, it was 3 from 3 on the break points in the first set. It's another unforced error from Navarro, and it's another break point converted for Sonay Kartal. Another question to ask you as well as they change ends. Lindsay Davenport, we know, legend of this sport, multiple Grand Slam winner. I mean, one of the best Billie Jean King Cup players of all time. Even though we know she's a lovely person and speaks so well, does that bring a little bit more pressure every time you're looking? You've got this legend talking to you.
I think it depends on a person who you are. Like, it would put more pressure on me, definitely. I know that, even though if they will say, no, pressure is a privilege, don't be pressured, but you would feel. Some players just have ability to deal with that and not to feel that pressure from, you know, legends. And some players, they do. So it depends on, yeah, basically character.
Because we did hear, first couple of matches, players were referencing Billie Jean King, who is sat in that front first row, and saying, oh, they were feeling extra nervous because playing right in front of her.
Yeah, she's right in that front seat, in the middle, where you're looking, basically down the other end of the court. And sometimes she's been in quite bright jackets, so that is in your eye line.
it in. It's an extraordinary point. Some phenomenal defence early in it from Navarro.
A great reaction, a great point from both players, and understandably so, Kartal expecting the drop shot. Navarro seeing just that initial move from Kartal and just popping it back deep behind her. Simply had to watch it land just inside that baseline.
I think she was hoping desperately for it to go out. But what a great defense from Kartal. That slice.
Feather light touch. So often talk about moments at the Billie Jean King Cup finals. We saw a few of them where momentum shifted yesterday, but that's some response to losing that point. And then to play a point like that just shows you the mental toughness of Sonay Kartal.
And just how she's playing it point to point. This is a phenomenal drop shot, great execution, the delicate touch against an opponent who you know's got fast wheels and the legs to chase it down.
It's an exquisite drop shot this time from Navarro. Looked like there was too much height on it, but it dropped about half a foot away from the net.
Yeah, you're right. It looked like it was too high, and Kartal will be there on time, but then it kind of started to move backwards to Navarro. But I'm sure that Team GB, you know, they analyzed a lot of matches and they looked what's been happening to every team here except them. You know, how team were able to come back from crazy situations, so they are aware how every game, every point is important.
Let it for service.
Can't let it go.
A confident forehand from Kartal. None of the break points saved. Still under pressure here.
It's a super return though, twice striking the baseline in that game, Navarro, and gets the break straight back, and you just feel that is a massive game to win for the world number 18. Hasn't been able to generate much momentum for herself though, so this game feels like it's a big one coming up.
But it just stops the momentum shifting all the way to Kartal, though, doesn't it? The fact that she was able to take that first set, got the initial break, but has just stopped that, kept it close early on in the second set.
To say, I also feel that you have to generate momentum, right? And it often works with crowds, with your team, and even though I know if it's not your style to be out loud and reactive and emotional, I think on a team event you should give the crowd a little bit more if you want them to help you with the momentum.
I mean, it was something that Kartal said herself, how incredible that the British crowd have been. And what a huge difference that they made. Just saying, when she's going through tough moments, that they help her get out of any slumps she's in. She also said it just makes it a really fun atmosphere to be part of, and we've seen her smiling away in this match. Swatted away from Navarro. And incidentally, I mean, there's not as much American fans here, but Navarro did cite what it's like playing in front of her team and how important it is from them.
Well, there was a funny moment at the end of their match, wasn't it? She'd done such hard work to win from match points down and was crediting to her team, looked around and there was not one person on the bench. They'd all run off.
To love Navarro. Talked about trying to create a bit of momentum. It's back-to-back games now for the American.
And you know, to touch base on the point about data and all that, those tools, I think they're important when you can be relaxed. If you're tight and you just don't feel like you're trusting yourself, it's a bit irrelevant. Because you can't really play tactics if you know, hesitant.
As I said earlier on in the week, most successful British football manager ever, Sir Alex Ferguson, used to just say one or two things to his players at half-time due to the pressure.
The difference here with the points won, depending on the length of the points, when they go longer, are starting to favour Kartal that little bit more.
I suppose that's a big role of the captain, going back to what we were saying, is in picking those data points, what to get rid of, what to use.
What to focus on at the right moment.
Because all the intel is there at the side of the bench.
And it's not only players who are nervous, right, and under stress. It's also a captain sometimes. Captain even can't think clear.
Yeah, there was a lovely moment, wasn't there, after Navarro couldn't save those 2 match points, and Davenport had been sat throughout the whole contest, looking calm herself, but then she let a bit of emotion go off camera. We could see her sort of fling her hair back, and you could see the relief and the emotion from the captain.
Yeah, I mean, it's never easy to be a captain because players get that adrenaline out, and the captain has to see it as a poker face.
Mel, as a player, did you ever once think about your captain and the emotions they were going through?
Never.
You're fully focused on yourself, all your thoughts. Yeah, for your team as well. But
every time you miss, you think it's the captain's fault. As always, you know, you're not thinking about captain while you're not becoming one.
A little annoyed there, still with that aggressive return position, Navarro, but can't make the return. Louis Kaya looks like he's going through the middle already. It's only match 1, Louis.
so much experience. He's a very good technical coach, but also all the experience with the doubles teams and getting through to so many Grand Slam titles. He was pretty confident today. Should it go down to the doubles? I was talking to him earlier.
I've got two of the best movers on tour on show here. And Navarro showing her foot speed there. What a get. It was a sublime drop shot, but it still came back.
And again, ridiculously physical point from both. There's a lot of defending there. Overall, it's Navarro who's really sharp on her feet to get to the drop shot.
Well, it was the battle of the cross-court rally. Yeah. Who was going to take a chance to go line. Navarro almost waiting for that move from Kartal. So ready for it.
Oh, just drops long. And you could tell straight away Kartal knew didn't do enough with the first volley.
Navarro really squeezing the pressure on her opponent right now.
Great timing for that serve from Sonay Kartal. Too far from the contact point there. Navarro with her backhand and do enough steps forward.
Yeah, it's all about that footwork that she was speaking about in her previous match. She just needs to remind herself again.
It's such a devilish slice from Kartal. And that's a big hold. Saves the break point. And we remain technically on serve in set two.
She needed this game. Sonay Kartal, you just feel could be a little turning point for Navarro in this set.
Navarro won't show it, but she'll be impressed with Kartal out here. These types of moments in these situations, you might just expect a little dip. She probably would have been expecting to get that break then, but Kartal coming up, raising her level.
Good defense there from Kartal. So the first few shots managed to play deep.
couple of misses off the backhand side of Navarro at the moment. The loud chanting still carrying on. Someone mentioned about the singing, also said screaming in your ear. It's an interesting choice of phrase, but enjoys the fun atmosphere.
That's something a little different from Navarro, and it works. Bit of S&B.
I just wonder whether she will try and come to the net a few more times, Navarro, because at the moment from the back of the court, Kartal's been enjoying the pace of it.
A bit there, Kartal.
30-40.
It's actually been when she's head a little shorter to the backhand corner, hasn't it? And the Navarro footwork still that kind of meter behind the baseline. It isn't getting up to the ball.
Yeah, maybe it's intentional, spotting that Navarro a bit hesitant and just bringing her in.
Yes, I think so.
Another break point, and she's been flawless on them so far. Gets there in the end. And every break point that Sonay Kartal has created, she has converted. And goes up a break once more in set 2. Kartal leads 3-2.
Actually, first time we've seen Sonay Kartal speaking on the changeover.
Yeah, I think feeling the intensity that's coming from Navarro, and then that's where you do speak with your captain. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling a bit more pressure. Should I go a little bit more inside out into that backhand? Because we've mentioned that's when Navarro's started to make a couple of mistakes. We mentioned early on it was more the forehand inside in and the backhand line to the Navarro forehand that was coming out on top. And that's all those adjustments that you need to make within a match, especially against a top player. You don't want her to get used to the pace and almost play them in with the tactics you're using initially.
But so good to have a player, right, who can provide that,
yes,
who has ability to change the tactics during the match, to have different kind of shots, different kind of pace. I mean, it's like a key to have this kind of player.
I'm joining in with the Mexican wave, by the way, just for those of you that can't see me.
Yeah, I think you even got a thumbs up from a few of them there, Mel. Safe to say it's the Brits who are enjoying themselves a little more right now, including Mel South. Still work to be done, though. Sonay Kartal up a break in set 2, 3-2.
Again, I was almost about to say insanely good constructed point from Sonay Kartal. But still have to work really hard to win each point, even though she's producing some excellent ground strokes.
Just undercooking the drop shot.
Love 30.
We know what a fighter Navarro is. A lot of three-set battles over the last couple of years on tour, including, of course, a couple of days ago against Putintseva. Did so well there to reach the overhead. Wonderful athleticism from Kartal.
It looked like a little hesitation on that short forehand, and that's almost the question she was saying to Anne, should that she use the inside-out forehand or inside-in. It went a little too central, which gave Navarro that time to make quite an awkward high on that smash. Kartal dealing so well with it.
What a super serve that is.
Very good placement. Nice T serve.
Well, we said at the start of this match, on paper, USA were the strong favourites. They've got a 9-1 head-to-head record. Of course, they've won this competition 18 times. Both players higher ranked. But this competition, more than any other, is not played on paper.
40-30.
This is where Emma Navarro, world number 18. I mean, Kartal, at the moment, world number 82, but she's been playing so much higher than that.
Yes, she has. For her high this year has been 44. It just dropped down with some points missing, but she was never going to miss the opportunity to play for her team. What it means to her to be here.
Use.
Both playing such a wide angles, right? It's taking each other off the court completely.
It's wondrous point construction this time from Emma Navarro, pushing her opponent back and then beautifully taking advantage of the forecourt.
Advantage USA.
Top quality tennis from Emma Navarro there.
And a chance to get the break back straight away. And for once, didn't really get the shot selection or the execution right, Kartal, and easy pickings for Navarro. And as Team USA do indeed break straight back. And there is Billie. And of course, has 26 singles wins. By the way, her record exactly the same in singles as Lindsay Davenport. 26 wins, 3 losses. And she was pretty handy on the doubles court as well, 26 and 1 there.
Well, she's done so much for tennis, hasn't she, Billie Jean? Just what a phenomenal player she was, but also the Billie Jean King Cup, everything she's done with it, promoting women.
tennis from both. Every time you think, oh, the player got this point, it still continue, and they keep producing those brilliant shots. The precision, right, is insane.
Yeah, it's all about decisions. And both of these are such good movers. The defense into attack, the combination of shots to develop points. It's so fun to watch.
Oh, she's done well there, Navarro. Because it was some get once again from Sonay Kartal, but the American was ready for it.
It's almost like every point they have to win. They have to put 3 or 4 shots that might be a winner against other opponents. This is where Navarro is just tightening up her game. You can feel it. And Kartal just hanging here. She's been playing so well through this match.
You're right, though. It feels like court's just got a little smaller court coverage than we've seen from Navarro. The unforced errors have dried up a little. Oh, well, I was just about to say, didn't do enough on the first volley, but makes up for it on the second. What a point from Navarro. So Kartal's turn to serve 3-4.
Yeah, much better.
15 love.
And going back to Billie Jean King, there, the love she's had for this sport. I mean, we've seen some long, grueling, amazing, dramatic ties. We've come off air going, wow, she's 81. She's been here throughout the whole of it. She's not missed a ball.
She's watched it all and she'd enjoyed it all. Spoken about the tension.
I think she still plays tennis herself.
13 love.
Lust for life, second to none. Billie Jean King. And love of this sport, second to none as well. And what a wonderful team event we have.
Oh, nice. Solid.
40 love.
These two just cannot be separated, mirroring each other right now, aren't they?
And a fantastic response mentally from Kartal. It'll be easy to start feeling like the momentum has shifted, but just refusing. Yeah, refusing to let it run away from her and let it fully shift to Navarro. If you keep it tight, it's going to be a case of just at the end of the set who can really hold the nerve or who can just suddenly step up and take it away from them, their opponent.
Just missing.
Great Britain.
Kartal comes through the game, and as I said a few moments ago, these two just mirroring each other. If they break back. If they hold, they tend to hold. Now what?
How close to the line they play as well, especially on the forehand side. These angles taking each other off the court completely. Just feel that now it's the time for Sonay Kartal to push a little bit more. Feel the energy.
Love 15.
Good reaction from the crowd, Team GB as well. It's the right moment to now to pressure. Even the crowd has to pressure.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of keeping the energy high. It's been fantastic crowds throughout this week, but at times they can be quite quiet with their support and clapping, the neutral fans, so it's good that they're getting it going.
Yeah, they recognise the importance of this game. Talk about closeness of missing. So that end of the previous game from Navarro. That one only just missed as well for Kartal.
She will be internally a little bit frustrated there because it was a neutral rally ball, but then you're looking for the quality of the depth, aren't you, close to that baseline to keep Navarro at bay. Relaxed at the moment. Davenport won't be inside.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Back behind. No, the return was intentionally that short. It made the job.
Yeah, there was a handed apology after it from Kartal, just showing Navarro didn't quite mean to go there, but backed it up nicely, made the most of the fact that she was slightly out of position.
Then good commitment on the second backhand from her.
Definitely.
What a lasso of a forehand that is from Navarro. 4-all, 30-all, big point. And big players step up in big moments, and that was a monstrous forehand. A rare short point as well. Can't find the court with that forehand.
Yes.
Deep breaths from both players right now. Really Baptiste on her feet supporting. Such strength and depth. Team USA.
Too far behind the baseline in this point. The ball was playing shorter and shorter.
Advantage USA.
Navarro really noticing that and kept that backhand flat and low then, so it didn't come up to Kartal. Good change of direction from her.
Now as Navarro turns, doesn't really move forward with the ball, feeling the pressure, feeling the moment.
Well, you bumped into Billie Jean King, didn't you? And you said a few players she thought were getting a little tight, which is completely understandable here at the Billie Jean King Cup finals.
Yeah, it's that enjoyment of the occasion and watching it, but it's so difficult when you're playing it, and that tension really gets inside.
And then she goes and does that. It looked like a nervous backhand on the previous point, but that shot was played with great freedom.
And also realizing how far Kartal is standing behind the baseline and running. Good timing for that drop shot from Navarro.
Well, we saw Emma Navarro fight through her opening match against Yulia Putintseva. And she's in another battle here, digging in. Serving to stay in the set, 4-5. Oh, it's brilliant from Navarro. Did so well to redirect on the stretch with the forehand. And once again, showcasing her foot speed.
Again, when she moves forward, Navarro, you feel that how light she is on her feet. It's lightning fast.
Yeah, pure brilliance on that low contact point, though, to flick it up and down over the net.
Not very well prepared from Sonay Kartal. Behind the baseline, maybe not a very good choice. And now Navarro is kind of getting used to those drop shots.
As Mel said a couple of games ago, it just feels like Navarro has made life tougher and tougher for Kartal, making more and more balls. And again, it's Navarro who's able to steal the point. And argue whether Kartal did enough coming forward. But it's quality once more from the former world number 8. Set point, USA. Well, she had to save 2 match points against Kazakhstan. And Emma Navarro is once again on the comeback trail. 1 set apiece in this first match between these two nations. If you're Anki Athavong, Mel, what would you have been saying to Kartal at the last sit-down?
I think it's going back to focusing on herself, being really relaxed, committing to her shots, and then keep kind of analysing in terms of the tactics of those slight shifts to keep Navarro at bay. If you become predictable against such a top opponent, then they're going to start to pick it off and feel like they're cruising with their own game.
up there from Kartal.
Yeah, overall, it's just a lot of positives, isn't it? Sonay Kartal currently 82 in the world, Emma Navarro 18. So it's asking a lot, but it's that expectation. Anne was saying before this match, every single member of the team is really fired up to go and get the win today. And you've seen that with the attitude that Kartal's had out there.
Great court coverage, isn't it, from Navarro?
Overplayed a little bit on the last one. Sonay Kartal just felt that she's been pushed and she was playing on the edge of real best tennis.
Yeah, it's keeping that wrist rotation on the ball, and she straight away looked over to her captain. That one landing a little shorter. Just a difference then in trajectory as it comes onto your racket.
Trying to be positive, trying to play with conviction, which is what Mel is asking for, just not quite getting the contact right.
Really uses the time, doesn't she, between the points well, so understanding the moments and then walking over to the towel, just reframing her mind again.
Well, whatever the formula, it's worked on break points. This is a 6th one. She's 5 from 5. Not this time, though. First break point that Navarro has been able to save.
The misses from Kartal right now going in the net a majority of the time, where it's just a little bit flatter.
The court position maybe slightly have to move closer to the baseline a little bit, especially on the backhand side.
Some return from Kartal right onto the baseline. So it was a little bit of an edgy first game, this one.
I like the idea from Kartal on the backhand side to bring in Navarro a little bit inside the court, push her to make that extra step forward.
Save the second break point in this game.
Well, something that Navarro's not been able to do through the course of this match, and just setting down a precedent that this final set's going to be different. Kartal just needs to keep believing in herself and what she's doing to keep giving herself those opportunities.
Oh, didn't get that forehand right at all.
Advantage USA.
We're starting to see a few more errors from Kartal. At the same time, we've been talking about those errors drying up from Navarro. Certainly the pendulum swinging towards USA in this first matchup. Still a long way left to go. That's more like it from the Brit.
You could see how much higher above the net Kartal plays compare, especially on the backhand side, compared to Navarro's backhand.
Just long. Didn't miss by much.
Advantage
Again,
USA.
good idea from Kartal, deliberately bring Navarro in on the backhand side.
Missed it. And the big moments for the first set and a half felt like they were going Sonay Kartal's way.
Final set.
Feels like they are shifting towards Emma Navarro for the first time in the match. She's able to save a break point, in fact save two, and come through again. Good to see though Anne Catherine still smiling, still trying to keep the mood upbeat. And I suppose, Mel, start of this match, would you have signed for one love down in the third if you're Sonay Kartal and Anne Catherine?
I think when you go on court, you just want to win everything. I think that's where you often say that tennis players are such perfectionists. So maybe not for Kartal, and you could see there Anne was trying to keep her relaxed, but Kartal's got that game face. She'd been so perfect on break points, so we'll maybe feel a little bit hard done by that she wasn't able to do that again. But you have the expectation that a player that's been world top 10, is currently 18 in the world, is going to keep their game tough. And you know you have to just take those chances and those little moments.
That's a stunning point. Talk about those moments, Mel. Maybe that'll be a big moment. That is some rally to win.
It really was, and it really highlights the similarity with the spin and the shape, the height over the net on the forehand side of both players. Excellent depth, keeping each other behind that baseline and waiting for the opportunity to get one another on the move. Kartal coming out on top again in one of those longer exchanges.
and tougher for Sonay Kartal to win the points. More physical now. She has to deliver because I just feel that Navarro is not missing that easy anymore.
Oh, well, needed 2 bites of the cherry, but does get it away. Which memories, I'm afraid to say, Olga, of Elina Svitolina last night, who was playing phenomenal tennis, was up a set 4-2, game point. It wasn't actually game point, which she missed it, but had a pretty easy volley on top of the net, missed it, and that changed the whole course of the match. So no such thing as an easy shot in this competition.
Game, Great Britain.
That's a very good game from Sonay Kartal. First game in some time for the Brit.
I don't know, I just have a feel that Sonay Kartal can go up another level and just push a little bit more. She's playing so well when she's like behind the scoreboard. I just feel that she can push a little bit more.
That's another brilliant point from Kartal. It looks like she has her mojo back.
A very good point construction from Kartal, using her forehand, using the depth of it and a nice shape on it as well.
I think when it's an intense match like this, I was looking actually at the clock at about 1 hour and 25 minutes thinking, well, it hasn't been that long, but the intensity's been so much. But suddenly you're 1 hour 45, you close in closer to the 2 hour mark, and it does get in you physically. There's going to be some little momentum shifts. Kind of mindset shifts of when you're starting to feel that fatigue, and maybe you just back out of the shot and then have to pick it back up and get your foot back on it.
Olga was asking for more there though from Kartal. It does feel like she's up the intensity, up the aggression here. It feels like she's starting to dictate a few more of the points.
Yeah, I think that's where she's noticing that maybe she just backed away a little bit and it needs to pick it back up again.
Well, very lucky forehand, hence the apology, because it was mishit, looked like it was going wide, but the net cord brought it back in. Nothing lucky about the backhand. That was sublime. You a fan of the glitter, Olga? You like it?
I like it, yes. I like everything what sparkles.
So bucket hats, no, but glitter, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good to note for your birthday. No, overcooked it. That's a very good hole from Navarro. Oh, it's a fantastic return, taking it so early, taking all the time away from Kartal.
Yeah, perfect in terms of the timing as the ball's coming up to her and taking it on the rise. Also that contact point right out the middle of the strings. All about the direction here.
Oh, the quality of tennis just so high. And despite that reaction from Kartal, she's made that forehand. It did find the baseline.
Well, she says she doesn't give off emotion. She's trying to conserve all the energy that she can to put into each and every point. Another rally over 20 shots, 25. Just enough topspin on this final shot.
I think she was just tired after this point. Clear how Navarro is really trying to attack and pressure the Kartal back and side, making the points physical, more physical.
Navarro's spoken about that before, that she backs herself in 3 sets, the physicality.
You just can see how light on her feet movement she is, right? I think that's the consequences after that longer 25 rally shot point. Kartal, you could see in the last 2 points, she looked a bit fatigued.
Yes.
2 unforced errors come from that.
And then it's creeping in where she's trying to hit closer to the lines that she's been doing so well. But when you just lose a little bit of that acceleration, don't keep the safety. Better.
30-40.
So it's the first of 2 break points. Still 1 remaining for Navarro. A little late and maybe just a little weary on that backhand, Kartal. And it's Navarro who breaks first in this deciding set.
And very, very good intensity from Navarro on that last backhand pressuring. Again, backhand side from Kartal, and it paid it off.
Good court presence now from Navarro. She's really sensing this moment, seeing what's happening down the other side of the court. Good work physically with the legs to get behind the ball, just a little late with that contact point.
Incidentally, deciding set records this year. Kartal 7-7. It's over the last 12 months. Navarro won 10, lost 11, but she's almost got a known in the locker room as someone who likes a long match, often wins long matches. She won 4 in a row to make the quarterfinals of the Australian Open this year. Last year, incidentally, Navarro, in deciding sets, won 21 and only lost the 10. So that's what I mean by, I think, on tour, the players think she's tough when it goes the distance.
Well, they know she's tough. Those numbers just show it all. But for Navarro now, it's just making sure you don't go too safe and go back to just making balls.
Oh, that's extraordinary. Type of shot that didn't look possible. What an angle from Emma Navarro.
Exceptional. Creating that from deep behind the baseline. So good at working the points.
This is where we were talking about the trajectory of each ball. Navarro hits that back and a lot flatter, and that one certainly stayed low.
About that choice, staying behind the baseline, really prepare it well.
Still poker face from Lindsay Davenport. She'll be very proud of her players' efforts once again.
Let for service.
Oh, it's a ripper. One of those with the trajectory, looked like it was going long the whole way, but so much topspin on the ball, dips it inside the baseline.
Fighting hard here, Kartal. Doing everything she can to not let Navarro run away with it. Positive dictating point.
Yeah, and again, tough to read the last one from her.
How's the belief level at the moment, Mel?
The nerves are increasing, that's for sure. The belief's always there. You have to.
And we saw it so many times this week, right?
So many comebacks. Navarro looking for a third straight game here. Still we go on in the game.
This would be such a boost for Kartal if she could push through this long service game. Remember back to the first Navarro service game of this set where it was really long. Kartal had 2 breakpoint opportunities. She'd love another chance at it here.
Missed it.
It's another backhand miss by Navarro, targeting that backhand side from Kartal. most of her mistakes going that side.
And here is that third chance then for Kartal.
And just when it felt like the match was getting away from her, back comes the brick. So we've got the break back. Can she get back to level pegging? Sonay Kartal serving 2-3. Oh, it's an astounding point. The movement on show from both of these players, just exceptional.
Yeah, brilliant strategizing for both players of how they were going about that one. First of all, it was Navarro right on top of the baseline, pushing Sonay right back. She was able to turn it around, get forward, but the stretch from Navarro, both just reading the play from one another perfectly.
Feel every point is so physical right now.
The forehand for Kartal has started to break down a little. She's battling against herself to keep it together.
And as you said, Mel, even though it's 2 hours and 3 minutes this match, it feels longer because of the intensity and because of the long rallies we're seeing. When you're in a physical battle like this, Olga, what are you telling yourself point to point?
You don't tell yourself anything, you just fight. You're like, come on, move, move, move. But, you know, it's all come down to your physicality and your physical abilities. You just feel that maybe Emma Navarro feels slightly better right now on the court.
She'll certainly feel better now as she breaks to love and moves to 4-2 in this deciding set. Nothing has come easy for her so far at the Billie Jean King Cup finals. But you cannot question her heart or her desire. And once again showing so much fight for her nation.
Right now, she's been so good, Navarro, behind the second serve of Kartal in this third set. She's won 5 of 6 points there. Kartal's first serve percentage is at 54%, so she's had a lot of opportunities to attack and get on top first, and she's taken those chances.
Both players have struggled to back up the break, something we've seen as a theme all week. It's a huge game for Navarro in particular. Just a couple of tired-looking shots in the last couple of games from Kartal.
Yeah, but quite a few errors from her in a row. You just feel it's down to fatigue. A lot of long rallies this match.
Yeah, quick points just getting away from her now.
7 points in a row for Navarro, and that has followed after Kartal had got the break back. All the momentum with Team USA. It's 8 points in a row, but more crucially, Emma Navarro is a game away from putting USA 1 up in this tie. Trailing 2-5 in this deciding set. It's a brilliant way to start and a great way to end the run of points against it. Oh, wow. Well, might have her back against the wall, but she is free swinging right now, Kartal.
Yeah, a lot of conviction there on that backhand. Would hope for her to produce those more.
The clarity of thought, really going for it.
Led for service.
Just what the doctor ordered. Perfect game as far as Sonay Kartal is concerned. And as we were saying just a moment ago, we've seen so many comebacks this week. Are we about to witness another one?
A big moment for Navarro right now, stepping up to the line on serve, looking to serve this out.
Serving for the match, 5-3 Navarro. Oh, it's incredible. They've been on their feet all match, but there's plenty others on their feet too. What a rally to win.
Definitely one of the best rallies of this match. I mean, what a defense from Emma Navarro. She managed to fall down a little bit after that sliding, and then managed to recover and still made a volley.
Yeah, Sonay did well to keep her eye on the ball, but it was that defensive backhand slice behind her that landed short that did the job.
It's Thomas Navarro's turn to stop the run of points against her.
15-0.
Serve just catching the line, catching Kartal out. A rare, cheap, quick point.
shame. Kartal had done the damage in terms of finding a way forward, couldn't control the volley.
Well, Lindsay Davenport still looks calm, with her player on the brink of putting USA one match win away from the final. 2 match points for Emma Navarro.
Pressure, nerves.
This is where you always think Billie Jean King's famous quote, pressure is a privilege. I don't think all players in these types of moments feel that. 1 match point gone, 1 remaining. It's a gutsy, gritty, resilient win for Emma Navarro.
Huge congratulations. See, hold the team here this time.
My team's here. They heard about my outstanding interview, so they had to stay this time. I had to give them a lot of trash for leaving last time, but yeah, they're here now. So best team in the world. Let's go.
因为其实，在上一轮纳瓦罗赢球之后，其实球队是回去做其他工作了，所以他说他上一轮赢球之后呢，要告诉他的团队一定要留在这儿看他的赛后采访，一起支持他。当然，他的团队今天给了他非常非常多的支持。Emma, what can we say that upset for very first set? How can you maintain yourself, stay online, and get a great return to get the win?
Yeah, I really don't know. I had a ton of support. From the ladies over there and from Lindsay as well on the bench. And, you know, I feel a ton of pride playing for my country. And, yeah, it means the world to me to be able to have the American flag on my chest. And, you know, I'll never give up. I never give up anyway, but I'll especially never give up when I have the American flag on my chest. So.
好，其实也是说到，因为自己在丢掉第1盘之后，他也是提到，其实穿上自己的国家队战袍，让自己会感觉到格外的有动力。他是一个从不放弃的球员，那同时如果穿上国家队的战袍的时候，会更加的不放弃，尤其是在他身后还有那么好的团队一直在支持他。So last but not least, not only fans from America, from USA, you still have so many fans right here in China. What do you think?
Yeah, I was hearing you guys cheering me on. I think there's a couple over there and a few up there I kept hearing, so. Yeah, Great Britain was pretty loud in this match, so I needed all the help I could get from you guys, so thanks for cheering me on.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Emma Navarro.